All right, let's talk censorship real quick. Let's talk about the forcing out of ideas. Let's talk about what it means to me. I'm going to tie this together with a thought that I had a little earlier in the month regarding how I suss information, how I get facts, how I get truth, how I find truth in fiction, in propaganda, in manipulation. How do I suss it out? What I did was I would have all these YouTubers that would have opinions. I got people in Alaska. I got people in Texas. I got people in Virginia. I got people in Georgia. I got people in New York. I got myself. But what has happened is that it's shrinking. It's shrinking. It's shrinking and shrinking. So let's say I'm listening to no, he hasn't got said. Let's say I'm listening to the Humanist Report. Okay, the Humanist Report will say this, and this, and that, and then they'll reference a name. So then I'll take that name and I'll go into my search and I'll find speeches and blah blah blah. What used to happen is that what would pop up would be up to the minute, up to the second of what was new, what was brand new about this issue. But now what happens is that it's not new, and the hits are Fox, CNN, CSNBC. It's like there's no longer any. There's no longer any human truth. So the thing that's important to me, that was, is, and will be important to me, is the human element. Now, so here's the thing. I've gone, as I said in other videos, all the way to the left and all the way to the right. I've seen crazy. I've seen normal. I've seen confused. I've seen righteous. I've seen incorrect. But what I do with that information is go deeper and deeper and deeper. But now it's all getting it's all getting it's evaporating. Like the people that had opinions that were definitely contrary to the narrative, the propaganda narrative, are getting evaporated. They're getting hidden. They're getting removed. They're getting banned. There are people that I listen to that are biased, but their bias regarding any gender, sexuality, or race does not, listen to this, it does not take away from their understanding of certain truths. Like, let's say a hardcore KKK racist reads a transcript of a testimony from anything, and they say, you know what, this is the truth. This is the truth. Does their bias matter if the truth matters? Now, for example, the biggest thing right now is Crowder. That guy is super biased. He comes across as if he's accepting, but his bias is real. His discussion is it's not even cutting edge. It's really just kind of blah. It's not really. It's not really interesting to me. But every once in a while, I would go and check him out, because you have to know the perspective of people that you don't agree with, and you have to accept that you can agree with perspectives that from people you don't agree with. Censorship is very real. It's very happening. But here's another aspect of censorship. If you censor somebody, and then they start saying, I'm being censored, 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 then they're no longer saying, we should stop the wars. We should stop the wars. We should stop the wars. Instead, they yell about being censored, and they also are censored. So even if you find their voice, They're no longer discussing the things that got them censored. It's a trick, it's a trap, and it's funny as that. We are still at war. There's still poverty. I'm talking California. There's still homelessness. It's a huge rampant problem. The immigration crisis, I put in quotes because, just a sidebar, the Democrats really think all these people are going to just vote for them. We'll see. There's the corruption. The corruption. Now, if this is about censorship, the corruption is intense. The infrastructure, the trades, the deals, the agriculture, the getting rid of coal. Like, we need to talk about what is happening. And the main thing that is happening, which is why they're using censorship to curtail speech, is because the corruption is blooming. It's blooming, and it's going to attack our brains. That's why I say be bold. That's why I say be strong, because I have seen the transcripts. I've seen the closed door testimonies. I've listened to somebody say, hey, I don't know. Yeah, I get $100K a year, but I just don't remember. Listen, I can tell you where the Nike shoes were in Nike Town when I worked there 20 years ago. I can tell you where my bike was when it got stolen. I can tell you who was working. I was a low-paid employee, and I can still remember things. Censorship. Oh yeah, they're censoring. They're censoring real bad. But the interesting thing, and this is actually why I'm not even that upset about censorship right now. The interesting thing is that the news is starting to catch up. Tick tock, tick tock. There's a slow release that is happening where I believe that we will understand we will not be happy. There will be people like me who are happy that the information is out there, and unfortunately sad that we have to watch America go through what is about to happen, which is a complete re-understanding of the way in which governance works. We are in a huge moment. We have a choice. We can go that way or we can go that way. We can agree or we can disagree. But either way, censorship is real. Those are the pitter-pats of my kid upstairs. I'm going to go take care of that. Please speak to the issues, because there are people like me that will still listen. But when you talk about the censorship and you talk about how it feels and you give references, I understand that. I understand that. And maybe as a content creator, you understand that and you need to put it out there so people understand that. But it is a trap. Just like saying, hey, you know what, this person is racist. Now all of a sudden they have to say, well, I'm not racist, this is why. But what were you talking about before? Or you're sexist. Okay, what were you talking about before that? You know? So, I hope you enjoy the new haircut. I hope you enjoyed this moment. Like, share, unsubscribe. Or unsubscribe. This is literally going to be found in a digital landfill in 100 years. If we're still around. I thought of a joke, and if you made it this far, it's not really a joke, but if you made it this far, I'll give it to you. It's a Buddhist joke. Climate change, human climate change does exist. What humans are doing are just prepping for the next species. Peace.